Let's talk about that game between Houston and Miami. The Hurricanes just knocked out Indiana. Looked pretty impressive doing it, too. They were hard to stop offensively. There was a key moment in the game where Indiana had a 3-point lead and a fast break. And one of the Indiana guards, I think it was Miller Kopp, pulled up.
Yeah, they had taken the lead.
Yeah.
It was 50-47, and it's like, why don't you make a team guard you?
Well, that was a turning point. The Hurricanes were able to run away and hide from there, so they knock out Indiana, advance to play Houston. It would have been a better storyline if it's Kelvin Sampson, the former Indiana coach, against the Hoosiers, but we have the Hurricanes instead. This line has ticked down at circa from Houston -7 to 6.5, the total sticking at 138.5. Can the Cougars lock down the Hurricanes guards? I mean, this is obviously an elite Houston defense.
Well, I mean, we'll see because, look, Miami, 1.23 points per possession. Look, this is not as good of an Indiana defensive team, certainly as Houston is, but wasn't bad. I mean, they were top 50 nationally in defensive efficiency, and Indiana absolutely got cooked. 1.23 points per possession. By the way, the U had 20 offensive rebounds. That's where you thought maybe the mismatch would be for Indiana with Trace Jackson-Davis, Race Thompson down low. Miami absolutely destroyed Indiana on the glass, 48-31. And look, it's going to be tougher sledding. I mean, Jim Larinaga at the end of the game in the interview I was watching said, hey, we're really hard to guard. And they are hard to guard. But Houston, a big step up defensively. 4th in adjusted defensive efficiency, 2nd in effective field goal percentage, 2nd in three-point percentage, 27.4%, 42.9% from the two. They also lead the nation in block shot rate defensively. So this is a horse of a different color. Even though Houston, you look at them, it's like they don't have a lot of size. You know, their forwards are 6'8", 6'7", and Miami's not very big either, but Houston is long and athletic. I mean, that's a big difference with going against Juwan Roberts and Jarace Walker, Tremont Mark, than it is to go against Race Thompson in terms of an athletic level, which Houston brings. Look, Kelvin Sampson, you know, with my criticism of personal things, has always been a really good defensive coach, one of the best in the country. Now they're running better offense because he had that sojourn during his show cause penalty from the NCAA, where he picked up NBA offensive concepts from guys like Greg Popovich. And this is not a very good shooting team, though, however, for Houston, but they get a lot of second-chance opportunities. They are 4th best in offensive rebound rate, 37.4% in the country. So, you know, looking at this, Matt, I haven't decided necessarily what I am going to do with it. I think the market is giving Miami at least a little bit more respect as we're watching a video and we relive our Penn State triumph from Saturday. But market makes it less than the metrics guys. Metrics guys have loved Houston though all year, so I don't know what I'm going to do with this as of yet. Small lean to the under.
You know, there was a lot of talk or speculation, let's put it that way, on Saturday. Is Marcus Sasser going to play? There were reports he was in, reports he was out. Turned out to be a big deal that he was in. Sasser, 22 points, and he hit 5 of 9 3-pointers. And that was a big reason that Houston was able to run away and blow out Auburn in the second half. I was on Auburn plus 5.5. Tigers led by 10 at halftime, Wes, and then got torched in the second half, 50-23, when you saw really how good this Houston Cougars team could be.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, got to the line, made their foul shots in the second half. So this is a team, and I saw them up close last year when they were out here in Vegas for what was then the Maui Invitational when they played Butler, and I went to that Butler game and was attending with Jeff Parles actually at the Mandalay Bay Event Center. 2 minutes, when we were watching warm-ups, I was like, Butler's going to get their butts kicked here. And I had my Butler sweatshirt on, got my picture with the Bulldog, the whole 9 yards. And I was like, this game's over. This game was over 5 minutes into the game. They had so many athletes, long arm guys. They just get into you, man. They guard you hard. Like, they're serious about playing defense. So I think the number's probably about right.
Visit VSiN.com to get current odds. Listen for free. Find showtimes and download VSiN sports betting podcasts.